Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday. Okay, someone asked me the other day, how do you gain clarity? Like, how do you do that? And that's a good question because I feel oftentimes we hear these memes and we listen to these YouTubes and we read these self-help books and we watch all these memes and, we repost them and forward them. But a lot of the time, not only are we not applying them, but we also don't really understand all of them in its entirety. And gaining clarity is, it can be a hard question for many people because in every part of our lives, all of us to some degree have felt lost. And if you haven't, for the younger people, then you will, right? We all hit that block in our life where you just feel lost. And so when people tell you to heal and to grow, it's like, okay, well, how the hell do I do that? I'm going to try to explain it in simple terms, right? When you're trying to gain that clarity, the best way to do it is to begin removing the junk around you and in you, right? The junk could be anything. The junk could be your people, the junk could be your relationships, your junk could be substances, your junk could be just things around you that makes you feel icky inside, makes you feel not clear, makes you feel, and that could also not even be things in your current space. That can also be things that's haunting you from your past that you never really dealt with, That's a part of the junk too. So removing the junk is removing the things that's not serving your life, right? Regardless of what people say. Oh, well, you and her or you and him had all this time and yeah, but that's your family, or yeah, but I know this person did this to you, but even though this person created trauma in your life, you should still show up to these things. And sometimes people struggle doing that. Sometimes people, I can't tell you how many people I know have said, I need a few drinks or a few something to even show up to things, right? And luckily, I don't have that. I don't have that in my space. But when I was clearing my life, I actually did have that, And you can't gain clarity when you have a whole bunch of things around you that's not working. You know what I mean? Like, try to hone into the feelings that you have and not what people are constantly telling you should do and you should feel. You can't gain clarity if you have a whole bunch of junk around you, Think about when you clean your house. Think about when you take your sheets off your bed and you wash them and you get in the shower that night. Think about how you feel, right? It's an amazing feeling. When you don't know what to do, always revert back to your feelings. Your feelings will tell you everything that you need to know. Just make sure that it's not your trauma talking, right? Because then that could be something totally different that you need to work on. But when you're trying to gain clarity, you're trying to clear the space around you and within you so that you could see things clearer. When we have junk around us and in us, you have sometimes an illusion over your eyes. So sometimes the things that you need to see, you can't see because you're so clouded with the things from within or around you. But when you isolate yourself and you just pause people, places, and things, it's like the walls are lifted off of your eyes. It's like the illusion goes away. And once that illusion goes away, whoo, how much power you gain. So much power from within. And even if people are side-eyeing you or giving you evil eyes or even wishing bad on you and even trying to do things to you, if you know what I mean, if you know, you know, they can't, because you are no longer vibrating in that low vibrational frequency anymore. You're no longer there. So the person that they're looking for or wishing negativity on, they can't find that person anymore. They can't find that spirit anymore. They can't find, not the spirit, the energy. They can't find the energy in that anymore because you're no longer sitting in that energy. I hope this is making sense. You're no longer sitting in that energy. You have moved on into a completely different energy. And so now the clarity sets in. You're seeing things differently. You're even reflecting on your life at all the things that you did that you're disgusted by, right? Because we're human. We all make mistakes. And sometimes we do things that are low vibrational because we're sitting in that low vibrational space. I've done a million low vibrational things. And I look back at my life now and I'm like, damn, I can't believe I allowed myself to do that. But the person I was then, I had a veil over my eyes. I had an illusion over me. I wasn't able to see the things that I needed to see. So what you really have to do is clean up, right? Clean up. Clean up your internals, clean up your externals so that you can see. And you have the vision to see the things that you need to see. That is the best way to gain clarity. And once you start to remove those things, right, you absolutely can see so much clearer. If it's substances, you're not going to see clearer after 1 day or 2 days or 3 days. You know what I mean? You got to clear your system out. You got to remove things from your space and in your life and be patient with it. That's the biggest part of it. You know, some people think, oh God, I hear the lawnmower. Some people think there's a clarity I need to gain, but I lost my concentration. Anyway, gaining clarity is super important. And in order to heal from the things that is bothering you in your life or has affected your life negatively, you can't gain clarity unless you clear those things out. You just can't. You can't gain clarity unless you clear those things out of your life and in your space. And it's not even to permanently remove some of those things, right? But sometimes when you do that, you don't even want to go back to certain things. It no longer serves you because you're not sitting in that energy anymore. That energy is dead. That person is gone. You can't unsee things anymore. Once that veil is removed, you can't unsee things. You can't unsee things. It's amazing. It's amazing. So when you're trying to gain clarity, clear out your space. If there's past traumas that you've experienced that you really haven't worked through, that can create anxiety, major anxiety. Some people have anxiety and they don't even know where it's coming from. It's coming from some of your past. It's coming from being afraid in your house because, I don't know, things were happening that you couldn't control, right? Sometimes you can't gain clarity because you have people in your space that don't wish you well. I'm getting ready to create a meme from my Dentalite, and you know, some of the most painful experiences you will ever have will never come from an enemy. It'll never come from a stranger. That's what I meant to say. It'll never come from a stranger. Most of your most painful experiences, unless you've experienced traumatic things in your life, you know, like assault, stuff like that. Outside of that, most of the painful experiences that really transform us doesn't come from strangers. And that's a hard pill to swallow, but it's a real reality. So I hope this video helped. And I am going to continue running. And I hope you have an amazing rest of your weekend.